Hey friends! Welcome back for another Tutorial Tuesday. I got a request from someone on YouTube about how to properly place your left hand on the violin. First things first, you should always be aware that your hand isn't getting too tense or tight. It should always be as relaxed as possible. Here's a way that you can try to keep the relaxation in your shoulders and your hand. Put your violin up on your shoulder as if you're about to play. Completely drop your arm and your hand to the side of your body and make sure that it's completely relaxed. You're basically holding the violin with just your neck and your shoulder. Now, once you're as relaxed as possible, bring your left hand up to the neck of the violin and cradle it naturally between the thumb and the index finger. Again, your hand should be slightly touching the sides of the neck, not clutching or squeezing in any way. Most of the weight of the violin should be resting on your neck and shoulder, not on your hand. You should be able to take your hand on and off while still keeping that same position. When you add your hand, you should be aware of three main things: the placement of your wrist, the placement of your thumb, and the placement of your fingers and the fingertips. Your wrist should be straight in line with the rest of your forearm. It shouldn't be going flat against the neck, and it also shouldn't be curving outwards. Make sure that it's parallel with the rest of your arm. I'm going to turn to this side to show you how you should place your thumb. Basically, it should be in line with the first tape if you have a tape on your violin. I don't have one on mine, but it's maybe like an inch away from the first peg. You want to place the neck onto the first pad of your thumb. You don't want the thumb to be hanging over the top of the neck. It also shouldn't be under. It's going to be right on the side. Another thing you want to check for is that there's a hole underneath the neck. If you have it too high up, obviously there's not going to be a hole. And if you flatten out your hand, there's not going to be the hole underneath. In order to fix that problem, you're just going to keep the thumb right on the side of the neck. Now your first finger should be on the other side of the neck, placed in between the first knuckle on your index finger. You may have to adjust it depending on the length of your fingers, but that's the general area you want to cradle the neck in. The reason why we do that is so that we have enough length in our fingers to be able to place them on the strings. Now, when you place the fingers on the strings, you want them to be as curved as possible. When you put the first finger on, it should make the shape of three sides of a square or a box. When you put the second finger on, you should try to make it as curved as possible as well. Same with the third, and same with the fourth. They should not be collapsed in any way. As far as where you need to put each finger, usually we start out with putting little tapes on the neck to make sure we know exactly where to put those fingers. So if you need help with that, I suggest that you look up how to put tapes on your violin or ask your teacher to help. I may post another tutorial to help with that as well. One more thing you should know about placing your fingers on the strings is that the string should be a little more to the left of your fingertips than in the middle or to the right. The reason for that is that it helps keep your fingers more curved, and when you're trying to play lower strings, it helps to be able to not hit other strings while you're trying to play just the one string. You should always make sure that you press the string all the way down. If you're not pressing it all the way down, the string won't make a clear sound. It'll either be whistly or tingy. But you should also try not to press it too hard to where it starts hurting or your hand gets really tense. Basically, try to find the balance between structuring your fingers in the correct way, but also remembering to keep them as relaxed as possible. So those are the basic things I know about left hand placement on the violin. I hope that this video was helpful. Please leave me a comment with any feedback you have, and stay tuned for more tutorials. Thanks again for watching.